Hello and welcome to another video. Today we're going to be doing a bit of an intermediate flow. I may possibly use some equipment, and if I do use anything I'm just going to have my ball. If you don't have a ball at home, you can by all means just use a cushion, or you could just go through the movements with me without this piece of equipment. Feel free to pause now if you want to go grab anything. You can replay if you want to as well. So like I said, cushion would do fine. If you have got one of these, great. Maybe if you've got a child's soft football, that would also work. We're not going to need this just for now. We'll start at the back of our mat with our feet together. We'll take it into a very slight V, into our Pilates V. So we're going to put chin down, slowly curl through the spine as pelvis comes under, and we'll roll all the way down, or just as low as you can. And then begin to roll all the way back up again. The last thing to come up will be the head. And again we'll roll down. Hold at the bottom, let's circle those arms. And circle the opposite way. And then bend the knees, walk the hands out and come into your all fours position for me. I'll just move my watch so I can see what time we're on. In our 4-point tabletop, that's hands and knees. Just get yourself set up the best you can. Knees under hips, hands under shoulders. We'll do a few cat-cow. So we'll exhale round the spine. Inhale, belly down, head and bottom lift. Exhale, we round. Inhale, belly down, head and bottom lift. And then just come into your flat back for me. We'll take our left leg back, right arm forward. We're going to inhale, lift. Exhale, replace down. Inhale, we lift. Exhale, we replace down. Keep that going, lifting and lowering, trying to keep the back in its neutral position. Up and down. Last one. And then come into your rest position. And today we're going to do the rest position with knees and feet together, so they're directly together. And as we push down, this will really help to open the bottom half of your back. Just take a few deep breaths. Coming back onto all fours, set yourself up for me. So we've got a couple of options here. Beginners, feel free to have left leg back, right arm forward. We're just going to lift and lower, tapping up and down. Intermediate advanced, we're going to hold at the top. Exhale, hook the knee in. Inhale, take it back out. Exhale, hug in. Inhale, come out. Exhale, hug in. Inhale, come out. We'll hold. We'll lift and lower. Arm and leg, little inches up and down. Hold nice and straight. Take that left leg to the left slightly, right arm to the right slightly, and bring it back to middle. So we inhale to the sides, exhale middle. Inhale side, exhale middle. Inhale side, exhale middle, and release. We'll do the same with the other side. So right leg back, left arm forward. You can either inhale, lift and lower, or you can inhale, hold, and then exhale, hug in. Inhale, come out. Exhale in. Inhale out. Exhale in. Inhale out. Last one. Exhale in. Inhale out. Hold, lift and lower. Little lifts and lowers up and down. Really using glutes, we're using back, arms. Hold. Take the right leg to the right, left arm to the left, and bring it back. Out and in. Inhale out, exhale centre. And replace. Again, pushing into that rest position, knees together, feet together, opening up the bottom of that back. Just take a second just to roll the wrists, do whatever you need to do. We're going to have a bit of a play now with our ball or our cushion, whatever you've got, just to create a little bit of instability. You could also, if you wanted, I should have mentioned this before, use a book. Anything that's just going to lift your legs slightly off the floor. Again, if you don't have anything, perfectly fine. You're just going to go through the movements with me. So I've got my ball here. I'm going to put this under my right knee. So again, cushion, book, whatever you've got. And we're going to turn the right toes underneath and come back onto our hands and knees. So straight away I'm having to fight for my stability. And from here we're just going to lengthen the left leg back and bring it in. So if you're just on your hands and knees, that's not a problem. Just go through the motion. We're just really warming up hip joint, really working on some core stability. Let's see if we can bring the hand into it. So this might be hard, I might end up falling off, but we'll try and take the arm and hand out and then just bring it back. Arm and hand out, bring it back. Arm and hand out, bring it back and relax. We'll change sides. So just coming onto hands and knees, turning the toes underneath at the back. We'll just start with the leg for now, coming out and in. You know it's hard when I'm not talking, I'm having to concentrate. And then if you want, we'll give it a go with the arm as well. Trying to remember to breathe where possible. Last one. And relax, just take that ball out for a second or cushion, whatever you've got. Come into our traditional rest position, toes together, knees apart. And just push down. Definitely feel that in the legs. From there, come onto your stomach for me. We're going to have arms in front, legs behind. And we're going to inhale, lift, opposite arm, opposite leg, and then lower. Inhale, lift, exhale, lower. Inhale, lift, exhale, lower. And relax, give those hips a bit of a wiggle. From here, put your legs directly next to each other, heels together, ever such a slight gap between the toes, I'm talking maybe an inch. From here, put your hands underneath your shoulders or just in front of them. And what I'd like you to do is inhale, lift head and chest slightly, and then exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Can we do the legs now, keeping them glued together? Just the legs. Inhale up. Exhale, lower. Inhale up. Exhale, lower. Let's try both together, or if you can't and you feel pain in the bottom of your back, just choose one or the other, keep alternating. Inhale up. Exhale down. You can lift hands up if you want. Challenge that stability. Let's hold at the top. Can we kick those legs? And the legs are directly next to each other. Hold. Can we beat the legs together? Little beats. Hold. Can we do some circles? Little circles, really working into the back, the glutes, the legs. Circle the opposite way. And relax. Push up and over into that rest position. Whichever one you want, legs together or legs slightly apart. From there, come onto your bottom. We'll have legs out in front. Have a slight gap between the legs if you can. Arms in front. We're going to exhale, push forward. Inhale, restack. Exhale, forward. Inhale, restack. Keep that going, remembering that we're pushing over the feet, not towards them. And when we restack, we're going to make sure that we're not leaning back. We're trying to get as straight as we can. Last one. And come up, beautiful. Just take a nice relax here. We're going to try some new things today, going into a bit of a C curve. So if you find this hard, you're going to have your hands on the floor. So to begin with, we're going to open the legs the width of the mat. And we're going to start to roll back, tucking pelvis under. And if you only want to come this far, that's fine. You can go a bit lower if you want. Remember, you can have hands on the floor to help with that back. We don't want any pain in the back. Staying here, try and lift and lower one leg at a time. Doesn't have to be high, it could be an inch. So keep going, lifting and lowering, remembering to breathe. Exhale up, inhale down. And restack, lean forward, stretch that back out. And then again, roll back. And we'll try and lift and lower again. But this time, let's try and grab that leg and give it a bit of a pull and release. Now, if you've got your hands on the floor, you obviously don't want to let go. That's fine. Last one each side. And roll all the way forward. I'm going to scooch forward so I know I've got enough room behind for this next one. So if you've got your hands on the floor, you're going to roll back and you're going to try and bring a knee in. Okay, so this is your beginner. Intermediate advanced, we're going to pull it in as if it was our core exercise, our leg stretch, single leg. Really opening those hips. And relax, roll all the way up. Just take a second to restack, wobble those legs a little bit, whatever makes it feel good. From here, we're going to put a few of these exercises together. So again, hands on the floor if needs be. So we're going to roll into our C curve. We're going to begin to lift and lower. If your hands aren't on the floor, feel free to give it a bit of a pull. One more each side. Now let's start to hug the knee in. Right, left, right, left. Remembering to breathe. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Hold this right leg. Let's roll down, lifting the left leg to 45. We're now in our actual leg stretch, single leg. So we inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. Inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. Keep going. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale, inhale, inhale, exhale. Hold, try and hold your right leg. If you can, let's try and rock up to sitting and reach that leg out. Beautiful. So we're going to do that again. Just take a breather, but this time what's going to happen when we roll down and roll back up, we'll be holding on to that left leg. So come back down into that C curve. Let's start with the left leg this time, so you can have hands down if you want, lift and lower, or you can pull. So we go left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Now we're going to hook the knee in or just bring the knee in. So we go left, right. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Hold this left one in. Let's roll and let that right leg come to 45. And we're going to inhale, switch, exhale, switch, exhale. Inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. Inhale, inhale, exhale. Hold around that left leg. Let's try and rock up to sitting. Lengthen legs out. And just try to lean forward. Beautiful. So we're now going to try some reverse planks, a bit of a different variation on this. So what you're going to do, make sure you're nice and comfortable. You're going to have your hands underneath your shoulders for me. Now I prefer to have my hands facing forward. If this is uncomfortable, feel free to take them out to the side. Okay? And if you can't do this one, what I'd like you to do is just sit here and attempt to lift and lower your legs again. Or just watch and then give it a go. So I'm going to bend my right knee and put it firmly on the floor. And what I'm going to do is inhale and lift, push through that right foot and try and come into a reverse plank. And then exhale, lower. Inhale, lift, shoulder blades squeezing. Exhale, lower. And one thing to do is look at the crease in your trousers. We want to push up enough that the crease disappears and we're looking forward. Let's hold up on this next one. So either hold here, or if you want to give it a go, let's try and lift and lower that left leg. You should really start to feel this in the arms. Squeezing shoulder blades. Replace foot and come down, let's switch. So right leg long, left leg bent. We're going to lift and lower, trying to push the crease out of the trousers. Shoulder blades squeezing together. We'll hold up on this next one. Can we try and lift and lower that right leg? Replace the leg, roll down, lengthen and lean forward. Beautiful. From there, come and take a lie down on your mat. You're going to, well, not definitely need it, but if you have got the ball, the cushion, anything like that, make sure you've got it. You could use a book for stability purposes to put between the knees, but I probably wouldn't advise it. You want something a bit squishy. But you can do this without these pieces of equipment, it's not a problem. So come and lie down. We're going to have feet on the floor, knees bent. Make sure ankles are under knees, knees in line with hips. And from here, we're going to remember that this pelvis is a clock. 6 o'clock is the belly button, 12 o'clock is the groin. So what we're going to do is push down to 6 and then arch to 12. So we're just rocking on the pelvis, the bottom stays down. This should feel quite nice on the bottom of that back. Come into your neutral, which is halfway between the two extremes. If you haven't got a piece of equipment, that's fine. If you have got that ball or the cushion, feel free to put it between the knees. This is just going to keep everything in line. We're going to start with our shoulder bridge. So we're going to exhale, push the back down to 6. Slowly lift the bottom middle back, upper back, and we're in this lovely diagonal line. Big breath in, and then exhale, roll down, top, middle and bottom. Inhale, neutral. Exhale, push the back down, slowly lift. Inhale at the top, and exhale, roll down. So if you have got a piece of equipment between the knees, remember you're trying to give it a bit of a squeeze. If this is quite easy for you or you want a challenge, let's have arms to ceiling or 45 degrees is harder behind the head. And we're going to carry on rolling up and down. Really taking the time to roll through each vertebra in that spine. Last one, roll all the way up for me. Hold at the top. Can we lift the heel of the left foot and lower, then the right, then lower. So keep going through this. The aim here is to keep that pelvis stable. We're not rocking either side. Can we do both feet at the same time, lifting and lowering the heel of the foot? Last one. And roll all the way down. Beautiful. Rock the knees side to side. If you have got anything between the knees, just take it out. We're going to put the feet directly side by side. And what I'd like you to do is have the heels touching, if you can, and a very small gap between your big toe joints. I'm talking maybe an inch or two. And I really want you to glue those legs together. Keep the arms down for me. And we're going to slowly roll into that bridge all the way up, keeping legs glued together, squeezing glutes. And roll down. Exhale, we roll up. Inhale at the top. And exhale, roll down. You should really start to feel the inner thighs now. On this next one, we're going to hold at the top. Now, if you find this too hard or you're jamming in the bottom of the back, you're just going to carry on rolling up and down your bridge. If you can, inhale, open the knees, keep that back lifted, and exhale, close. Inhale, open, exhale, close. Keep those glutes activated. Inhale, open, exhale, close. Don't let that pelvis tilt. You should really feel this in your rotator muscles at the bottom and the hips. Hold the knees together, roll all the way out. Let's just give those legs a bit of a wobble side to side. We're going to do that one more time. So again, keep legs together, roll into the bridge, but we're going to alter it now. As you open the legs and inhale, drop the back down slightly. Close the knees, push up. Inhale, we lower a bit. Exhale, push up. Keep that going. If you want to make this slightly harder, feel free, lift the arms. As we open the knees and lower the back, we lower the elbows slightly and push up. Down and up. Down and up. Two more. One. Last one. Two. And roll out of that bridge. Beautiful. Hug the knees in, just rock the back side to side. Oh, definitely feel that one. We'll just move to one more core exercise. I'm sure there'll be a collective groan when I say we're going to do the 100. So we're going to really work on stability. If you've done the 100 before, you should know where your leg placement should be, but I'll just quickly go through it with you. If you're a complete beginner, you're going to be like this. And you're just going to push to 6 o'clock to engage those tummy muscles and have the arms reaching out and pump the arms up and down. If you're a bit more advanced, you may find that you want to lift your legs into tabletop. A bit more advanced, legs together and lifted. You could have them 45 all the time that back is on the floor. If in any of those positions you want to lift the head and chest, feel free. So we're going to go for it now. Get into a position that you think you'll be able to hold, and remember, go a little bit harder than you think, because the worst thing is to be at the easiest option for you and then feel like you've got nowhere to go because you've gone as easy as you can. Try and challenge yourself. I'm going to go legs 45. So start pumping the arms up and down. Take a big breath in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 20, in, out, 2, 3, 4, 30, in, out, 2, 3, 4, 40, in, out, 2, 3, 4, 50, in, out, 2, 3, 4, 60, in, out, 2, 3, 4, 70, in, out, 2, 3, 4, 80, in, we're nearly there, out, 2, 3, 4, 90, in, out, 2, 3, 4, 100, hold. Can we point the hands to the feet? And release. Beautiful. Okay, just come and sit up for a second. We're going to go into our side leg series, but with a little bit of a twist today. So I'm going to go onto my left side first. Put the forearm on the floor, get the elbow underneath the shoulder for me. Okay, and don't collapse into that shoulder, really lift. Try and make a nice strong line. Take that bottom left leg and put it to the front corner of that mat. The right leg's going to be nice and long. So we've got this nice lifted position, we're in a lovely straight line. This top hand can be on the mat for an easier version. If you want to challenge yourself, maybe put your hand on your hip. Even harder is hand on the forehead, but you choose what you want to do. I'm going to go forehead for now. I might change my mind in a moment. So from here, lift and lower that top leg. Inhale and exhale. You're going to really feel this in your glute in the side of the leg. Try and keep nice and straight. Hold the leg at the top, little circles. And switch direction. From here, we're going to bend the knee in, extend, and swing that leg round to the back corner. Bend the knee, extend, swing round. So we're doing our bicycle. At any point, if you're feeling unstable and you've got a hand lifted, there's no harm in putting it down. Especially when we're doing the bicycle, because you don't want to teeter-totter over. Let's change direction. So bend the knee in, take the leg back, swing round. Knee in, leg back, swing round. Really engaging what we call our powerhouse. So that's everything from bottom rib to pelvis, and bottom of back to back of legs. Everything's working. Hold that leg at the back corner of the mat. I'm going to place my hand back on the floor for a bit of stability, and what we're going to do is lift and lower both legs. Definitely a hard one. I promise my legs are moving, it may not seem like it. Keep that going, really feeling this in the hip. Hold at the top. Can we swim? One leg forward, one leg back. And relax a second. Take that right leg and try and put it in front of the left leg. Now if you find that really difficult, we could always have it behind here, your choice. I prefer to have it in front though. Flex that left leg and let's lift and lower just a little bit. Really engaging inner thigh. Hold at the top, go forward and back, little forward, little back. Still reaching out of that shoulder. Hold the leg to the front, lift an inch, take it back an inch, lift and hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Whew. Let's switch sides. I'm going to twiddle round. So I'm on my right forearm now, elbow underneath shoulder, right leg at the front corner of the mat, left leg nice and long. I'm in that lovely straight line. I'm not sunk in my shoulder, I'm lifted. Hand on forehead if you can, or floor, hip, whatever you feel. Lift and lower. Inhale and exhale. Let's hold the leg at the top, little circles. Switch direction. And then we're going to bend the knee in, extend, and go back round. So we're doing our bicycle. Trying to keep a nice straight line. Remember, you can have hand on the floor if you need. Doesn't have to be lifted. And change direction, take the leg back, forward and bend. Back, forward and bend. Knocking things over now. If you hear a crash, it's just my foam roller behind me. Hold the leg at the back, hand on the floor if you can, and we're going to lift and lower both legs. Hold at the top. Let's do our swim, one leg forward, one leg back. And relax. Give the bum a pat if you need to. We're now going to have that left leg over the top. If you can't find this comfortable or you think, oh, it's not going to happen, take it behind, that's not a problem. Flex that right leg, lift and lower. Hold at the top, a little forward, a little back. Keep lifted out of that shoulder. Hold it at the front, lift an inch. Take it back an inch, lift an inch and hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Whew. Can definitely feel that one. From there, let's come and sit on our bottom again. We'll just do a couple of back stretches just because holding that position can be quite hard on the arms. Bend both legs slightly, so you're in this position, and flex both feet. Take your left hand and grab the outside of your right foot. Push the foot down as if you're pointing your toes, and at the same time you're pulling back on that left arm, and you should really feel a nice stretch down the shoulder. And release, let's change. Right hand on left foot, pushing the foot down, pulling back, opening that shoulder blade. And release. I'm going to turn towards you now. I'm going to give you a bit of a hip opener to do. Really good for the inner thighs. And if you are one of these people that can't cross your legs, or you find it really uncomfortable to sit in this position, it's going to help for a lot. So put soles of the feet together. So if your knees are up here, that's fine. Mine tend to go a little bit lower. Okay, we're going to put the left hand next to your left hip. We're taking the right hand and putting it on the left knee. And as you push the left knee down, you're going to try and not let that right one lift. So you're pushing down, trying to feel the nice open of the hips. And release. We push down, not too hard, and release. Push down, and release. One more, down, and release. Let's change sides. So I've got my right hand next to my hip, left hand on the right knee. We're pushing down, trying not to let that left knee lift. And up. Push down and up. Down and up. Last one, down and up. Brilliant. Keeping the legs in this position, now if this is really uncomfortable, feel free to cross the legs if you want. I'd like you to go back to the original side, and you're going to take your right hand and put it gently on the left knee. Left hand's going to go a little bit behind you, and you're going to just inhale, twist the back, and then exhale, centre. Inhale, twist. Exhale, centre. Inhale, twist. Exhale, centre, change sides. Left hand, right knee, right hand just a little bit further back than the hip. Inhale, we twist. Exhale, centre. Inhale, twist. Exhale, centre. Inhale, twist. Centre, last one, twist. And centre, really good. What we'll do from there is just come onto the hands and knees. We'll do a few cat-cow, so we'll exhale round the back, pushing the back up. Inhale, belly down, head and bottom lift. Exhale, round. Inhale, belly down, head and bottom lift. Come into your flat back. Take a look at your right bum cheek as if you've sat in something. You're really twisting round. Back to middle. Go to the left. And back to middle. We'll do some sternum drops. Now this is a hard one to get your head around, but once you figure it out, it'll be fine. So what you're going to do is imagine that you are squeezing your shoulder blades together and pushing your chest towards the mat. So you squeeze them together, so you'll notice how your chest drops. So we drop down and then push through the hands and try and open the shoulder blades up. We're trying not to move the back too much. What I don't want is a cat-cow. We're just going down and up. What we're really doing here is asking a muscle called the serratus anterior to loosen up a bit and keep going, but the serratus anterior is this lovely fan muscle down here, down your side. It's what we call an intercostal muscle, so it helps us breathe, but it's also, its main job is to stabilise the shoulder blade in the shoulder when we're in positions like this. So we're really asking it to go against the grain, what it wants to do. But it'll feel good once it does it. Beautiful. From there we're going to do our elephant stretch, so feel free to watch me first and then we'll go through it a few times for yourself. We're going to come into our plank position and you're going to lift your bum up, roll over and then try and straighten the back. Now if you need to have a bent knee, that's not a problem. If you can lengthen the legs, that's great. Look between your hands. And then when you want to come over, you're going to look at your knees, lift up onto the toes and try your best to roll back over into your plank. So don't worry if you can't get it straight away. If you have anything like low blood pressure, please be careful because we don't want you to go dizzy. So give it a go, and it doesn't have to look fantastic. We're just doing this for a nice stretch in the legs, so we'll do it together. Hands nice and wide, we come into our plank. We lift the bottom up and push over and try and stretch that back out, really getting a nice straight back, shoulder blades squeezing together. Then look at those knees if you can, lift onto the toes and roll over back into your plank. Last time we go up and over. And while we're here, let's try and walk one heel up then the other. So you're bending one knee and then straightening the other. Let's try and lift our right leg up. Doesn't have to be too high. And lower, let's go for the left leg, lift. And lower, beautiful. And then let's come all the way back over into our plank, put the knees down, push into our rest position. And we're going to do the one with our knees together, feet together, so that we're really getting this lovely C curve. So if you've got your knees together, you actually open up the bottom of this back. turn the toes underneath. Let's push ourselves up to standing. And to finish, we'll do a few roll downs. So we'll have feet together, take them slightly apart into sits bones, which is the same width as your cheekbones. Roll down, chin down, pelvis under. Go down as far as you can. Let's bend the right knee, keep the left leg straight. And then switch, left leg bends, right leg straight. Straighten both for me. And just circle those arms a little bit just to go through the rotator cuff. And then tuck pelvis under, keep looking at those legs, slowly roll up. And then just roll the head at the top, getting a nice stretch on the neck. And you are done. Thank you so much for joining me in this video, and I look forward to seeing you again soon.